Then I'm doing the master class, then I'm doing the lounge, then I'm going live. So maybe it's just draining me. Make like last night, maybe you said you just drained. So I don't know. I just wanted to express like where I'm at and how I'm feeling. Um, so I sent you an email.
It's become sour.
It's a long email though. I thought you was gonna be able to read it.
If you want me to be honest, if it's a long email, I ain't gonna never read it. And if you want me to be honest, I feed it Jarvis, and he breaks it down to me to the points of what I need. But I do want to teach you a business lesson and then kind of pick up from last night. One, you didn't notice this used to kind of be like a thing we used to say like every quarter. Uh Always message me something like that. Never send an email. Cause once you send the email, it triggers legal implications. So, like, you get a set of emails back that I can tell you because you're the type of client. They don't really be for me. They instantly go to protect my business. I teach y'all that after y'all start selling high ticket, how to do that. But but that's not a problem today. Just know when you see them emails when they be like, this sound real technical. That's what it's gonna be. Because what it does, it sends you back everything that you have uh everything that I told you to do, it send you back everything you did. It also send you back everything that you haven't did. Now, more to the actual point of it. Um that let me know that, and once again, that was God last night, because Ursula didn't tell me she was gonna be there. I know she's been getting back more active, and I didn't plan on her talking or having that conversation either. But I wasn't really thinking about you when I brought it up. Um, which was good. So it was good that you was there because I had a few people in mind, but you wasn't one of them when I was thinking about that. So I'm glad that we can have the conversation to discover where you feel. Now, Sunday, you be having your nephew on Sundays, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Because you
about the time I be dropping him off is when we be having a
what we
call. So
doing, QC?
I be in the car. But that day our power outage was out, and I couldn't even charge my phone or nothing. So I wasn't able to be physically on the call. But even if I miss a call, I
Go back
always
and watch the
go back
replay.
and watch it. So I already watched the replay on that and everything. I think I took some notes. You was talking about um, what do you do like every day in your business?
Yeah,
Can you
but
skip a
but the
day?
biggest one, and I think I
And
might have actually discussed this in one of the Dialaskas and not Sunday. Sunday made a good little bit of sense, but that exercise I did, if you can go back and do that exercise,
the
it'll
hun
help you a little bit too. Huh?
the let me see, hold on,
Let me pull it up so you can see it.
because I think I did all of that. I did the QC accountability. Who's on the call? We did that. I did the dog. I did the 100K. Um,
I know the one you missed. Now, now I'm playing it back in my head. Uh,
'Cause I be trying to keep up. I'm like, okay, I got the 100K, but I didn't get the. No, I got the 100K Google sheet, but I didn't get the worksheet. I didn't get the worksheet. I have the Google sheet. And I
so
end up
the
sending you my Business Pro worksheet over the Google sheet because I typed in Larelle and it clicked on that one. But I
right
resent
with
it
yours, you can
today.
just put it in there. Uh, you can just put it in your what's the name? So that's the I'll be about to explain to you. There we go. And then I'm looking for that QC on Sunday.
You see, on Sunday we did Avatar.
Uh, this one, content to community. This was what it was. Um, okay, so this helps you. So I'm gonna kind of work backwards. I'm gonna go to this, but I'm gonna talk about what I talked about in one of the Alaska streams. I think it was in the one from Build, but it's really good. It's kind of long, but it's in there too. They public, so you can just go to YouTube and watch them. But this is what I've been thinking about. So you fit, and I'm gonna give you an example. You fit almost in a close sense to just to give you like an exclusive example, like with Mayo, like y'all right there together, because y'all are two of the only people left in the digital space who I still coach, who y'all don't have as much of a personal brand, but we know y'all, we love y'all. We're just trying to get that out there, but also get you SEO. So when we think about content, that is you need two pieces of content. You need your personal brand content that lets people know, oh, this is who she is, this is what she about, all of that. That was your fashion content. That's the Kansas City creatorpreneur. That's all of that. On the other side, on your digital side, is my first sale, helping people get the first sale. Now, this was kind of, I brought this up a little bit Sunday, but I went deeper in it for content's sake Wednesday. When you're looking at the sale and your businesses, uh, your focus for your business is highly based off sales. You get into this gap where it contributes kind of like to what I said last night, but I want to be more specific how I said it in the build class. What you missing is impact. So, like, I got a few of y'all like this. Y'all press all the buttons because you come from corporate. So you think in a sense of pressing buttons. So you be like, I'm doing the stuff you telling me to. You are, but you ain't. Because you're doing it from a I did it. So if I were paying you hourly or salary, you would get paid. In your business, it don't work like that. If there's not people that you impacting, then you're going to start seeing shortages. Now, the good thing is kind of like I had been discussing before. As time go along, you can get away with that. Like come March, people gonna be able to get away again with you just talking about something because you in a buyer's market. Right now, people are way more specific about what they buy. You get what I'm saying? So they'll do stuff like sign up but don't show up. That's January by itself. January is National Sales Dead Month. You get what I'm saying? Which is why when we say, okay, we finna do some building, why we do primarily most of the building November, December, January, is because guess what? As it warm back up, this is when sales peak to a high again. Because people come out holiday season, and then February, March, guess what? What they doing? I got my taxes. It's warm outside. Season of depression done ended. I'm deep into my new year. I'm finna do it. Who are the people getting money outside of then? People who are necessities, and also people who are what? Who impacting people. So, some I want you to look at, and hold on, because I'm gonna bullet point this for you. And this will help you to know, because what I want you to get out of this, all in all, is how to not look at so many buttons, but see where stuff is placed at. Because you technically still in your first year of being coached to the level that I'm pushing you to. So I'm gonna make show you some points that help you really kind of clarify some things, okay? All right, so here are things your brand and business needs more of in numbers. I'm gonna give you a numbers equation right here too. This the equation because it's good. It's time you understand this part. If you got 30 days of something, what you have to understand is within your 30 days, you cannot, if you're trying to have the impact you want to have and you trying to make the money you want to have, you can't have no less than 30 posts. But what you have to understand is everybody ain't gonna see that post. So then you have to, it's funny because this is exactly what the second part of my stories is gonna be about today. How yesterday I went and made them posts and I set up my page to make sure when a person come, they can see my business and they can see what I do and they can see themselves in it. But even outside of after I do the post, the reason why we have post engage follow up today through Friday, I got to do mass engagement. So on top of your 30 posts, you have to also have 30 days of engagement because I got people because of the algorithm in social media, they not gonna see that post just simply because the algorithm may not show it to them. So if I know if I got 30 days and then I say, okay, now my post is gonna give me opportunity. Okay. You in the past 3 months, you have never had 30 days of posting. So you gotta make sure when you say, okay, I wanna I'm ready to really get my results. After you have a feeling, you gotta be able to go break down and analyze your business. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Uh, we know what Instagram is, so I'm gonna look on TikTok. But then how I want you to start breaking it down. This is what the class, we used to do this on a chart, but it was a little easier when we had what's called how you know it's working. Okay. So right here we got how many is this on this row? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8, 16, 17, 18, 19. We can count this 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. And let's see the date on this post. So this is 12/5. So that's 24 posts. And this is a span of 2 months. December, January, finna be going to the third month when you hit February. Now, once again, do not look at this like oh, I didn't do enough. You have to look at it as if I need more opportunities through posts, I can't short myself in posts. Making sense so far? Because what you need is opportunities. That's how you got to look at your post from here on out. Don't look at it as I'm pressing the button that coach told me to press. I'm doing what he told me. Do not look at it like that. Look at it as, let me put that here for you. Your post equals opportunities. I on post, I'm shorting myself on opportunities. Okay. Now, then what I said, the base of it, we have to go with engagement. So engagement in your 30 days of engagement, what you got to remember, the less posts you have, the less engagement you get to do. Which is going to equal to your next one. You got to follow up. The less posts, the less engagement, the less people you have to follow up with. So this is less people to close. Now what you want to do, you want to reverse this. More posts, more engagement. Follow up, more people to close. So this is where you going where you like, ain't no way I'm ever going without a sale. It's virtually almost impossible. But then you have to have this 30 days, 30 posts, 30 days of engagement. Uh Follow up don't take 30 days. So even if you did follow up a week, you can say 4 follow up days in a month. and that can always be increased, right? So then you got that. So then you say, okay, I'm here on that. Boom. Now, even if you pressed all them buttons, the one thing you still got to say to yourself is, and this is kind of contributed to what Ursula said tonight. So once again, I'm glad you was there to hear that. If, if even after you do it for a month, you have to go back and look at that and say, outside of anything abnormal, I have to see if there is impact. And your impact ain't because you press a button. Making sense to you so far?
Yeah.
And I want to show you what that looked like because in what I give to y'all now has been something that I've been like, okay, let me really push them into doing this. Because in time past, we didn't have to be honest. But now we do. Let me show you something. Which I want to say this too. Hold on, let me put this here. Because I want you to do this right now. But also, we go do fact versus feeling. In your, let me put this here. In your analytics will say that you're growing. So you can't say you ain't growing because you didn't have that many followers 30 days ago, nor 60 days ago. So you growing, but you got to respect the game. You get what I'm saying? In your content, especially if you not go live to close the sale, you gotta post, engage, follow up because people, you can understand, people will sit and just watch you, which is what you're learning now that you adequately post in the content. People, they watching you. I want you to understand, most of them people ain't bought because you ain't told them about it. But if you don't create that opportunity for yourself, then you're gonna make that money. If people will watch me all day, but if I don't create the opportunities for them people to say, "Oh, I wanna pay coach," you get what I'm saying?
What do you
Then
mean you didn't tell them to buy? Because I
if
tell
I ain't,
them to get inside of the Digital Beginners Lounge or get inside of the master class
okay,
directly
so
in
let me
my
draw.
content. If you watch any of my videos, I have a call to action in the comments, in the captions, in the video. At the end of the video, I'm like, if you saying, look, Larelle, I need you to help guide me step by step, then you need to go ahead and get inside you need to get inside the Digital Beginners Lounge. Okay, you can start by getting inside by commenting the word mentor me or community. So then they comment, and then that's me telling them, hey, this is how you get inside. And I'll go and DM them.
So so that's good. But you know what that is? That in itself is still button pushing. You don't know how you can see the proof in that? What have I been telling Jazz? We got Jazz more comments than y'all unseen on most of the people I done had do that. Jazz ain't balling in sales neither, and her content is working the most out of that formula. But like I said, what you heard me tell her Sunday, her and Mel, y'all pressing buttons. If you
We told
not
them
having,
to engage more. They like she wasn't responding to none of her comments.
yeah, but so mix her in mail because not only are they not responding to the comments, what you say to them people in the DM, like you have to sell and you know how to sell. You just you got to understand, you got to press, you got to mix the pressing buttons and the selling to them in there. You have to take accountability for it. If I spoke to a person and they didn't buy, well, and I don't want you to go by one person in this because it's their choice to buy. If I speak to 10 people and they didn't buy, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It ain't them, it ain't the system. I'm the problem. If I speak to 10 people and none of them felt compelled to sell, I really ain't selling. So even if, like, if I'm in your position and I'm coming to my coach, or in time past, I used to do this in management. I go to my management, I'm like, man, I seen 15 people a day and didn't nobody buy. Man, it must be some, man, these folk must ain't got no money. These folk must, it must be this, must be that. Impossible. People move, people move off of what they want. So if they not if I didn't express to them how what they want, my only way I'm gonna make more money is if I say to myself, I gotta figure out how to have better conversations. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta go back and analyze your conversations. Even if you gotta go screenshot your DMs and send them to me. So I can tell you yes or no
Yes.
if
And I did that. I think last class you told me, like, because we were going towards the end, I think you was picking up your car or something, and you told me to send them to you. I feel like sometimes you be skipping over my messages and you don't respond because I sent them to you. You didn't say nothing about them.
let me see. Well, you sent the old ones. I was talking about going forward too.
No, it
Uh
was those. It was. I think it was those like for the master class or something like that. It was like drop them to me, and they were saying like it was a couple of different people, and they were
I
just
see
saying like
him. So let's get real with your leads too. I know Jazz done already told you, like she told me, he not go by. So that's you gotta also you gotta get stronger at that. You gotta X these people out. We talked
no, I
about
wouldn't.
Cheryl.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't saying him, but he was my lead, and then I guess he seen her from one of my lives, and they found out they were in Dallas. So I guess they linked up and did some other stuff or whatever. But she is a lead. She continues to message me. Then I have another lead that needs help but wants free help because she asks. I say she wants free help because she asks me questions in my inbox, like she'll comment on my post and be like, "Oh, this is helpful," or, "Oh, I'm gonna try these tips." And then when I message her, I'm like, "Hey, what are you struggling with?" Or like something like, my sales pitch or whatever. And then she'll be like, "Oh, I really need help with my content, getting people to click and buy." Then she'll be like, "Well, can you help me come up with hooks or whatever?" And I'm like, "Okay, you can join the master class." So I got her to the master class in my first club Instagram group chat. So she's going through the funnel, but she's not purchasing. I mean, I guess that still is a win. But then she'll come back to me and be like, okay, well, I'll maybe they're not buying because she don't have a lot of followers, so she can't put a link in her bio. Not this, not sure, another little lady. But it's just like I'm trying to get her inside the lounge. And I'm like, hey, these are all the things I teach in the lounge, and it's her pain points, what she need. And she doesn't go and buy it, but she'll come back in like every other day or something, and be like, oh, can you answer a question for me? I have a question. Like, is this video good? Can you go check out a video on my page or something like that? And to nurture that lead, I'll go and look at the video and just be like, yes, a good video, or no, it's boring.
So don't. So that may be where you exhausting energy right there. If them people don't buy, you got to move on because you got to understand, like this takes numbers. You get what I'm saying? So them people like that, yeah, you want to nurture it, but don't over nurture it. So that means after I done already told you where to be, I'm not. I'm not. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't
Right.
gonna be mean about
Exactly.
it.
And I'll just be like, I'll
Yeah.
help you when you're ready inside the lounge. Cool. But she's also like, she went through the funnel. She went to my first master class, and she's in my first class master class Instagram group chat. And I talk to them in there, but then I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in there.
In the my first set massacre, giving them tips every day.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you just remember that's where your activity come in at, like we talk about in the QC. Free group is just one base activity. You just need them to stay busy. You don't have to reprove your worth to them people. Them people already said, I'm taking a step with you. You get what I'm saying? So in your numbers, and just like you said a second ago, because I want to make sure you highlight that. You gotta count your wins, yo. You gotta count your wins. Already going through that process is a win. Once you get a person through a process, you have to say to yourself, I need 10, 50, 20, 100 more of these people. If I want more, the blunt, honest truth with you is if I want more money, I need more people because people who go pay me. So you gotta be blind to whatever ain't working. It don't matter. It don't. Larelle, every day, I don't care who don't pay me. I one time, I don't say stuff like this no more, but I was in a live. You know what I told that lady? Actually, it was a guy. I told him, if you don't buy this, I'm not going to even remember your name. I'm not going to even remember you was here. I'm that focused on who can buy from me. If I got to talk to 100 people, 10,000 people, which once again, if you look at what we went over Sunday, that's what I was showing them. How many people do you got to get in front of you to do that, especially if you want to keep sales? And then on top of that, like I say, we still even got to address impact. But what I'm driving you to that's going to help you is the more you interact with people, the better your impact get. Because you have the data on these people problem. Larelle, your videos get better because you talking to people every day, even the people who not buying, they data. That lady who like, oh, I got bad hooks, I got this, I got that. That's data because them pain points that you can say, okay, you ain't gonna buy. I'm gonna go find the other 15 of you in my content that will say, yeah, I'm gonna buy because I'm already talking your problems. You gotta sound like you are a genie in a bottle to these people problem. You get what I'm saying? Well, you getting there because you obviously getting growth, you getting the engagement. You just got to understand it's gonna have to be more of. And get what? Just like I told you, after a while, you go get in overflow. Because this same thing I was telling y'all in the bill class, I was saying this Sunday. How you get in overflow is you be kind of look at it. The same way I showed y'all right here. You'll go Monday, 50 likes, no sales. Tuesday, 5 likes, no sale. Wednesday, you ain't post. Thursday, you ain't post. Friday, you went viral, 650 likes, one sale. Saturday, 100 likes, one sale. So right here is where people get discouraged because they can't deal with the silence. They can't deal with the darkness. They can't deal. It ain't. Then Wednesday, 3 like, 3 sales. Oh, okay, this I guess this is how it's supposed to go. Nope. Thursday, 29 likes, 16 sales. I'm over my quota. I'm over my quota. Now I'm at 20 sales and the goal wasn't even 20. And get what? The next 2 weeks may be all zeros. Get what? I ain't gonna change. I'm not gonna change the plan. I'm not gonna change the plan. I know if I get them to talk to me, get them in front of me, shoot, I can do it. I may get it all in one day. So you got to look at it like in your master class, you got no sales and you had 6 people show up. I need you coming to me like, hey, I got the next one booked. I already got the next one, and I'm putting more people in the next one. You get what I'm saying? That's the place where you got to get to. And something else I want to challenge you in. You got to get more creative. Like when you sent me the Creatorpreneur Dalaska thing, you got to understand that it's just some good truth for you. You at the level where, and now that I know that you at this place and you have been following some stuff, I'm gonna put more pressure on you because you come to me like you're ready for it. So okay, let me treat you like I treat the people who them people can't have no less than $5,000 a month. Cause that's what I tell them in their one-on-one. Like I tell them if they make $4,999.99, I tell them you disappoint me. But I will tell you what them people have that I want you to start having. You got to be creative. This joint is not a button pusher. When we was hot and people were buying, you got all them affiliate sales. So you have the confidence, but you can't allow me to have confidence in you. And then you don't have confidence in yourself because you are discouraging your own self because you feel like you pressing the buttons. But I need you instead of you saying, oh, I'm gonna keep trying. The hell we keep trying. No, go get some money and come back and tell me you got some money. Go get some sales and come back and tell me you got some sales. The only way you go do that though is if your impact is creative. If it's no, you should have said, man, I'm finna drop a challenge to all these people. You know something that's crazy? that you ain't figured out yet? Do you know the people in your one the creatorpreneur camp that you got in Kansas City that's going really well? That's gonna keep going well. Do you not understand them people can make you the money that you trying to get the my first sale people to make? Because you already engaged with them. But if I would have told you to do that in this big elaborate game plan, you would have overthought it. So instead, I told it to you in steps. Now you have a nice community like them people be talking. I had to mute the chat because they talking that every day. But you gotta
No,
celebrate
they
your
don't.
doggone self. Yeah, they do. Them people talking there every doggone day because
Not
it was
every day,
popping up.
but they do be talking in there.
Be
They
in there
do.
talking.
They be in there
That's
talking, and they waiting for the January postponed event to be relaunched. So I'm relaunching that.
have
And
a
right
date
now
yet?
it's free, but I did do a calculation. It's free. And if I do start charging, because I, like you said, I'm making impact 15 times
Mm-hmm.
50 people, because there's 25 in there, that's $750. Just by
Right.
charging them $15 for the next meetup, like as a administration fee or something like that.
Right. So what you got to see is the bag that come from that later. First of all, if you get all 25 of them people to show up and you got content of people having fun and you dropping the different versions of that content, now you having to meet up every month. Now it's every other week. You think you ain't gonna be able to leverage that, or people not only will people start paying, but you can start going to get sponsors and stuff for your event. You will
Video.
have in 3 months did what was already missing in your city. That sets you up for bags that if I'm getting the sales or not, this a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 bag. It's just simple like that's not uh that's not something that everybody can do. You get what I'm
and
saying?
and I can't rush that process. Like keep doing the
There
free
you go.
meetups, and like when do I know I should start charging? Because this is my third meetup. If, when I do redo the January one, this will be my third meetup.
You analyze and leverage. In a tangible sense, it's when you know you are getting a certain amount of people to show up to them events every single time. So like if we looking at a date, we looking at maybe around April. Because now you got the opportunity to do at least 3 of them between now and then. January got pushed back. So you'll do February. You can look at either doing 2 in March, uh, 2 in February, probably 2 in March, because I know you're coming down here for one of them weekends. So if you say, okay, I got 2 in March, now in April, do I have the scenery, the content where there's multiple people in a room? You get what I'm saying? I got multiple people in a room. Now, when I promote that, okay, you can come and it's a $25 ticket, I got all the validation that they need. Why? Because in the content, them people can see themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. And then my other
If
question. So since I got those people over there, they want the event, and I don't, and I already have them people over there, and I haven't even posted the content for real. If you go to Instagram, go to Kansas City Creators, there's only 3 videos over there. I think that's what be stressing me out is like, okay, I need to find some type of content to put on here, but it would just be filler content because there's nothing over there.
yeah, but that's why I told you don't worry about it because it's gonna be too much on you. It's
Okay.
gonna make you feel where you already got them. So like for that group, threads work more for you than anything, right? Because most of
Yeah,
them came from threads. We go
exactly.
work threads. So we can make more content once you make the content with them. That's the
Okay.
trends you do with them, which once again go make you pop. And then the content showing like of course you have talking videos. So well, let me put this in for you. So you can have 3 type of content when you get them people in front of you. Uh, So you definitely want to do trends with them. You definitely want to you can do like street interview style, which is where you asking them like a question. It can be a really fun question and and something that's also it can be trendy. And then you want to do of course, the B-roll clips of like y'all having fun. That's the content that goes over there because that page is built for I want you to see the people. And you just the leader, you the face of it. So more people can say, man, I want to come over there and do that. And I want to come over there and do that. I want to come over there and do that. So yeah, so that's mostly event content. And the content you get from there, you go from event to event with that content. But you
Okay,
know you
so
get your
on
leads
that
from
page, that's
threads.
still the same page where I'm supposed to be doing the fashion over there too. So I'll be doing the fashion over there, and I'll be doing like the Kansas City events or reviews, food reviews, or stuff like I'm still doing all of that stuff on the KC Creator page. So like you were saying, like if I'm going out or
Mm.
something, I'm still doing that mixed in with this.
Yeah, but this is where the creative come in at. Now that you got your events, you can update that. So you got to update your strategies, update that to the OOTDs from when you're going out to the event. And so OOTD for the event. And that was the other content. Your filler content for that page is when you going somewhere in Kansas City. Because remember, that's where your brand deals go come from. So you got your OOTD, but that's always going to blank in Kansas City. Boom. Which guess what? Go draw more Kansas City people, go draw more creators, and you go be SEO for KC. So like that, that's good. But like I was telling you last time, make sure you celebrate yourself in that. You can't allow yourself to be winning and feel like you're losing. Now, I will say it is natural. So also to give you some confidence, this happens. But if I'm being honest with you, this is the worst time for it to happen because this is the time when you're supposed to be getting your hottest. Kind of like what we were saying last night. You be right there. And if you let yourself fall to the wayside because you like, dang, I don't see it yet, man. Shoot, I ain't have to see it. I ain't have to see it. If somebody tell me, man, listen, we looking to like the stuff I'm doing with the Good Day Tribe. They talking to some people. All I gotta do is sit back and wait. So when somebody say, listen, it go $50,000, I ain't have to see it. I just need a deposit.
Okay.
I ain't gotta see nothing. I'm gonna see that. You. I tell you what, you gonna see it. I don't know where you gonna see it at. Watch, hat, shoes, because I ain't gonna go crazy. Because it's the year of stability. But trust me, you go see it.
Okay, so back to Larelle the mentor now. So we changed this funnel about 3 times. I sent you the 100K game plan. Can we go to that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I want to know what the funnel is, which is the My First Sale. That's the lead magnet. That's where we're drawing them in. I do the
Mm-hmm.
class. Inside the class, I offer them the boot camp, which they get the Digital Beginners Lounge. But now, outside of that, if somebody just find me in my content, I'm offering them the lounge. Correct?
Right. Um, yeah, if you don't have the content for the class,
What you mean if I
you
don't have
talking
that?
about what, hold on, why is this?
And that's what I was saying. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that.
Oh, it's because you put 50 to $97. That's why I did that.
Okay, but
You can
well,
only
that's
put one
because
number in here.
if you go back to the thing, the lounge is $50. But I think in the last interview, you told me to change it to $25. That's what's on the spreadsheet. So I when I went back and rewatched, I'm big on like I keep up with everything. Even though you probably don't see me active or something, I'm still doing, what you say, I be writing down, I be doing analyzing, doing all that stuff. So I think you told me to change it. But then you
Yeah,
told me
because I told
I put
you
50, hold on, I put 50 to 97 because I need to decide if I want to do $50 a month or you said $97 one time payment outside of the $150 3-day boot camp.
right. Mm-hmm.
I just think all of these things are what's like having me like in doubt, like, okay, well, I don't know what's going on. Maybe because in the beginning we was like need to make a decision.
I was just about to say that. Just make a decision. Even though I see
But
you, you see
what is
your
the
business.
market? I'm not an expert in the market right now, so I don't know what the prices are. Like, I want to do 50 because I feel like that's affordable right now. Like Ursula was saying, like people can't afford to feed their kids and like what we coming out of the shutdown. That's why I did the, $10,
Mhm.
$20 sale at one point, $20 a month. But now I'm like at the same point, I got luxury copying off of me, so I don't really want to lowball myself. I feel like that's too low.
You can't do that though. I feel exactly
And
what
then
you're
90,
saying right
then
there.
$97 is too high, but it's a one-time payment.
No, but that's
So I'm
so that's the
conflicted.
market. That's the market value that I can tell you. More people are going to pay the 97 one time than the monthly, even though the monthly at the time is cheaper. But I
Okay.
don't. It's just the way they thinking right now. Monthly, people just in that place where when you say monthly, they like, they'll literally not do it because it's a monthly price. So like how when I created the Creatorpreneur account, August through what October, I had it as you pay monthly. But then came November, I completely changed it because one too many people asked me, is it monthly or one time? So through market research, I'm like, well, if you want it one time, I'm gonna give it to you one time because I got a funnel. So you're gonna pay me again anyway.
Right.
If you don't, you a number that I got that shows that I can leverage. So the fact that you can still come to class, if you pay me one time, I don't really have a problem with you coming to class no more because my value is in you coming to the event, going exclusive, which is why I was saying like we got to make your funnel and we building up to your high ticket once again because if they pay 97 one time, it's just leverage because you get to still have the people in there because they just
Right.
not on monthly right now. So yeah,
Now I
so
want you to go to the lounge and look in there and look around in
mhm.
there on the community side. Those people, only two of them pay monthly. One person is paying $25 a month and one person is paying $10 a month. So I'm making $35 a month from my school. On top of, I told you I'm inside of DVC and I get like 60, 70, $80 a month from there. What me and Jess talked about yesterday, what you were saying something about like inside your school. I need to get those people in there, and then that's where I sell them my offers, like the content day and all of those things. What you had me, what question you asked me in one of the QC calls maybe 3 weeks ago was, what am I doing with them? So is that like the boot camp now, where I can offer them
Mm.
people a 3-day
that's
boot
the
camp?
that's the activities that they get to do. So that's your calendar. So like the only thing you got in here is prayer with mail, right?
Every
Uh
third, no, go to February. Every second or third Thursday, I have a Zoom class with them inside of there. So it's every second Thursday on the 12th at 6:30, which I want to change that to 7. It's supposed to be 7. We meet in there and we'll go over like what they're struggling with. But I just made a post which you can go look at. Go to the community. That's just if they want to come to my first class, they can. So it could be filler, like you said. If you go to community, I just made a post and be like, inflammation gap. I don't know if that's something that you had said or somewhere, but and I went and reached out to them for their testimony. So I'm trying to build my testimonies up. That's a new module. Keep going down.
Hey, I remember that rabbit.
Right there, inflammation gap. That's something I said. If you stop trying to do this alone, what would you ask for help with right now? That's because there's a lot of fake pages, which I got a lot of
Mhm.
fake pages on me now, so I must be doing something right because people keep saying like I'm messaging them and stuff. But what is gonna hurt me now too though is they are seeing that, and I'm just now launching my forex, which I want to get into before we run out of time. It's 47 minutes, but I do want to get into that because I've been saying that since the beginning. You know, I always did that on the back end, but I really want to start showing that now, especially because the influencer girlies are pushing it now. So it is a trend
Mhm.
going on, and I already do it. So I need to incorporate like which page am I going to do that on? Right now, I'm already doing it on the Larelle the Mentor page, but do I do it on the Kansas City page, or is that going to throw people off because I'm doing my first sale and now I'm talking about trading?
Definitely don't do it on the Kansas City page. I definitely see where you can also throw people off on your my for sale. Now, my test place to always say to do this is in your stories
Yeah, which
because
I've been
your
doing
mhm.
with the AI and that, and but the information gap, that's what they saying. Click on that real quick. There, I was like, if you stop trying to do this alone, what would you ask for help with so I can see what they need? Some people saying they need help setting up their store, they need help pitching their offers. Nigeria, she's one of the people who pay me $25 a month, and she's one of the newest members, and it's only two people who pay me, and she is one of them who pay monthly. But now, should I keep her monthly or send her an offer like, hey, if you pay like 125 one time payment,
Mm-mm.
you
Just
can say,
if she good with where she at, just leave her where she at.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm leave, I'm leaving where she at, but she does have like some financial issues going on. So, but
And
she
if she
is
tells you that, that's where you negotiate that and you make it one time.
okay. Then yeah, I might make her one time payment. If she asks me again because she is living in a
Do
group home or something like
Yeah,
a
so you do
shelter.
what worked for her to keep her as a client. And then with the rest of the information, like a thing I've seen at least two or three of them say is systems. Now, where you
Yeah.
have to go is if this is the gap, one, you make a video about that. Two, you come in here and you get on the calendar. So like yo, what's the names is kind of too far apart. Like yo, because it's every other week. Shoot, in February, you only meet with them one time. You want to improve that so that you could stay in their face and you can keep collecting the data from what they telling you, and then you can keep making videos about that. See how that rotation work? Because if
And
they
that's
got
what
that problem, some more
you
people
said
got it.
that like inside of a video. I okay, so I do need you to give me access to BP. You had to sell again because that's one of the things when I first started Beat Life that actually really helped me. But I went in there a couple weeks ago and everything you closed, everything you locked, everything. So I need you
Mm,
personally to
which
unlock
ones?
everything for
Some of
me.
them I did, but
Everything was locked. Like I don't know. I used to have access to a lot of different things.
I don't remember doing that. Hold on. Does it say like level up?
Um, I can look it up right now. But
I'll
I
just
know I
make you
want
a
to look at
mod because
this.
if I make you a mod, it'll just let you watch all of them anyway.
Okay.
Because I might have level locked and forgot.
I don't think so. I think you just locked them. I can't remember. But I was like, oh, I want to go back. Like I've been trying to go back to that. And I was like, 'cause that's one of the things. Remember when that's how I started popping on threads was because of BPU had a sale. It was one of my top offers.
You remember which modular video it was?
It I don't know, but I'm about to go in here now and see. I'm trying to go into my these real quick. But yeah, I was like, dang, hold on, I can't even.
Say, when are we not getting snacks or new food?
You can go have a bowl of fruit. I need a bowl of it too. I told you that same thing yesterday. You not go wait on no snacks. You ate snacks yesterday. You
Okay, so they
can't
don't
just
say they
try
don't
to
say
pile it up.
lock. They don't say lock. They say private course. How to sell this course, the media kit, digital how to sell digital products is a private course. Private course sales sales to social analytics. Private course wasn't a private course. TV show commercial is need to unlock at level 3, which was not there. And then I think that's it.
Screenshot it so I can change it.
Okay. Did you make me a mod?
It won't let me because I'm on the $9 one in here now. But I
Okay.
did make you VIP. I don't know if that's gonna change anything.
Okay.
But screenshot them so I can. I probably changed it when I first was changing it over to make them watch certain ones because I don't even remember locking them. And on my side, it don't show it like that. But okay,
Yeah,
you
and then
actually.
if you need to, hold on real quick. In the future, if you go back to BPU how to sell real quick, if you go to about and you click that little up here at the top above how to sell, that little eye thing, you can see how it looks as a client. And you just click that, and then you should see
Oh,
popping up, and you can go to classroom. There's a little thing at the bottom. Do you see like it didn't pop up for you? Yeah, go to classroom so you can see which ones say private courses for me. Those ones say private courses, and some of them was unlocked.
oh,
Yeah, that's a new update. They didn't have that, but yeah, that's how I can see like what people is locked, and you can even see the tiers. Like down there, you can see standard tier. Now you can go to VIP and see which ones are locked for the VIP people and unlock them. Down at the bottom where it say view classroom as a member. Standard tier, you can go to VIP, and then you can see like which ones is you go to classroom and then you click VIP. You gotta go back to classroom.
okay,
But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna send you that, but you can see which ones are locked. I'll still screenshot and send it to you. We was talking about my funnel about the Larelle mentor, so we're gonna make it $97 moving forward. Now
hmm
the boot camp, that's only 3 days.
yeah.
Um,
Because remember, I told you I don't think you ready for 3 weeks yet. It ain't enough for them. I need you to do it 3 days so you can do it 3 days. I know if you do it 3 days, you can do it every month. If you do it 3 weeks, you can't. You almost can only do it every other month or every quarter.
right, but I'm only doing that. That's only my offer when they come to the My First Sale Masterclass, or like let's say I'm chit chatting in DM. I'll be like, I can mentor you for 3 days, just that one person. Should I do that? Like depending on what they need, but they feel like they getting something. That's why I'm like,
Especially if you already got it coming up and you know that's a sale you can get you because once again you can start them there. So that's what I'm saying in that having that conversation, you pitch that out there to them and you start asking them questions like, hey, let me know how they work for you, and start making like little bargains for them. Have a 10% off discount. You get what I'm saying? So hey, listen, hey, jump in right now. Listen, it'll take 10% off of it. That's just $15 off the 150.
so, but or do I do so? I do it like that because I remember at one point I feel like you said like you kind of like make it a little high, so when you do the discount, it's kind of what you already want to
Right.
pay. So do I keep it
Which
at
is why you
150?
have. Yeah, keep it at 150 because that's your people's range right now. You'll know when it's time to take it up because it gonna be a bunch of them paying the 150 or a bunch of them go pay the discount. And then you gonna be like, all right, yeah, I know now I can take it up to 227 or something. But you gotta but close a few of them first, get your confidence up on it, and then you can say, okay, I don't find my sweet spot of people who can pay this.
Okay. So that funnel is the My First Class. Then we pitch them the 3 day boot camp. And they get the lounge. Or do I not even pitch them the lounge and just do the boot camp?
If they already pay you 150, just go ahead and give them the lounge.
Okay. And
Yeah,
not for
because
3 months or whatever, because you saying just for 3 months. Give them the lounge for 3 months and then they have to start paying.
we said if we change it to the one-time payment, just let them have it. Because once again, it kind of ain't no point of putting them out when you already got an upsell. You can give them anyway.
Okay. And then
Then they
what
add
is
to your
that if
number.
what is that upsell like? Maybe my question, maybe you're not inside the lounge. You just went inside the lounge. what am I upselling them outside of these things? Like, you know how you have like your mini classes, like the QC class or like the merch class. That's what I've been trying to figure out. And I talked to Jazz, like I'm doing the work. It's not that I just don't try. I
Right
just
now, it's your one on
don't.
one because don't none of this come with a one on one. And then outside of
It
that,
do. I told you that it does. It comes with a 15-minute one-on-one, so maybe longer or something. Because they get
yes,
that already.
yes. So this can be like your 1 hour one on one. But also, I don't want to tell you to do one of these and they ask you for something else. That's why I don't give it to you yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
When
that's
you
why
in
I'm
front
waiting
of them,
because when I
don't
had the
wait on that
Facebook,
part though. You gotta push. I know it be in your
well, I'm
mind,
looking
but
for
you
the
gotta
data. I'm
say,
not waiting. I'm just waiting for something to click. Like, okay, maybe this is what I need to launch so they can get it. But I'm not selling them nothing yet inside of there. And I know Jazz said like I need to be finding something that's going to help me make 1K months or something, and that where I already got the people in there and I'm selling them, funding them something, and I don't
right,
know.
which is where your one on one and then you have a one-on-one program. Kind of like how you did with Betty. She just paid for one-on-one after one-on-one after one-on-one after one-on-one. You can make that a program if they already go do it. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Where they have like a 4 pack or something like that, or you break it down into weeks.
Okay,
But
let's
once
say we
again,
take
when
out
you
the one-on-ones though, because technically outside of the one-on-one, they get that inside the lounge. Like that's one of the things when I first launched the lounge. Remember, they got that as like a group thingy. So maybe I need to take that away. Like, okay, because my selling pitch is how I've been getting people to lounges. Okay, you can hop on I think it's like a 15-20 minute one-on-one call with me. And it's
yeah,
free
that's
for
it.
all
That's
lounge members. But if they want me to work and build on stuff with them that they're not trying to do on the lounge in a post, they need to book that call.
yeah, they can do one and you can upsell them to multiple.
Okay.
You
So
see how that
the
work?
so the lounge fun like the lounge community, I promote it as a mentorship, a group mentorship. So outside of that,
Yes.
if they want me to work with them, let's say for one full week in their business on for 3 days or for 3 days, then I just would sell them a discounted price of the 150. Because I don't think I want to do the one-on-one. I think I want to work with them for a few days or like a week or so to kind of like really get impact.
You're trying to put it together. Don't put it together. It's simply the My First Sale boot camp. That's it. If they in there, once they in there, you don't sell this until they got a problem. And they say, oh, I need help with this. Hey, okay, let's get in a one-on-one. Here's that link. And then they pay that. So that can be a $50 one-on-one. Then in there, if they like, oh, this is good. Well, you like, okay, do you feel like you need me to handhold this with you for 4 weeks? And we can meet once every week. Yeah, okay. And then you can say, okay, you can do this. And that can be you do it for 300. You see how that work? Each piece go up to the next one. Don't blend it. And if it's something old like that from the old lounge, just take it out. Just no. If you're in the lounge, you just in the lounge and you get the activities, you get the calls, the classes, the modules. The My First Sale boot camp is more intense because we're doing an intensive, what they call an intensive for 3 days. And then if you need more, I give you a one-on-one, but only if you need that more. And then
Mm-hmm.
in the one-on-one, I offer you the one-on-one for 4 weeks, which, like I say, even that is kind of low right now, but that's where we want to put your high ticket. But if you rush it, you gonna mess up your opportunity to develop your high ticket too. So it can be there
Okay,
and you can take it, but you gotta understand I'm taking it for now because I'm building with the people I got. But I really intend on this being $1,000.
okay. So I have someone in the lounge. Well, she's in Be Life too. So Javana, she got into mentorship. She came to my first master class. She got into the lounge. She pays low ticket a month. She got in when it was like $10 a month or something. She's paying the $10 a month, but she is messaging me on school saying she needs help building like products and her what she just say putting products on her beacons and stuff. Is now the time to upsell her to a one-on-one where I do that with her?
Yes, yes, because she told you a problem and she asked you. There you go. Boom.
Okay.
Then and there, you
So,
offer
because
her
I
that.
told her to book my free 15-minute 20-minute call to see where at what she needed.
Delete that. Well, now you done told her that you got to give it to her, but after this one, delete that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta go talk to Dean because he coming on his lunch break. But just follow this. That was a good example. If they need something, $50 one-on-one. After $50 one-on-one, hey, I'll handhold you and do this with you over 4 weeks.
Okay. And ads. Should I not run ads?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You're
I
not
want
ready
to.
yet, and you already getting organic growth. The ad just go get you more growth. It ain't gonna really get you a sale. We ain't ready yet. Mm-mm.
Okay. I think that covers all my points that I wrote down. Oh, taxes is coming up. I'm first time unsure, like business owner. This is my first time having an LLC. I need you to help me through that process. Like I don't know what a CPA is. Jazz is like, well, you need to get a CPA. I am gonna look into that and stuff, but I need you like a class or like one of our one-on-one calls. Go ahead and make a note. I need to figure out what I'm doing with my taxes, my finances stuff. I would ask B budget, but she kind of
Mm.
been ghosting me, so I don't know where she's at or what she's doing.
So you just saying you need a CPA for your taxes? Like you need a tax person.
Well, I didn't even know that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do this tax season. I made money last year in my business. Don't I pay taxes? Like I don't know what to do.
Unless you
Like
didn't make enough. But I got a person for you for that. So I
that's why I'm like
can.
I don't. I have all these questions. I don't know. I never do I disclose? Do I don't? Like I don't want to get penalized or yeah. I need to know this
Well, you got
information.
time for that. You just remind me that
Well,
that
February is here. February Sunday.
take
Hey,
that long file no taxes.
okay. Well, yeah. I need help. I don't know what the next step to do.
You literally can file it the same way you file regular ones, but because I usually have her do like a class on it anyway, so that just reminds me to do that.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
y'all. I'm taking your
Later.
time. All right, bye, y'all.
I'm gonna send you that bill, or
What'd you say?
send you that bill.
I'm gonna send it back to Coach. But all right, y'all. Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Dang, my brother, how's
Hey,
uh well, you said y'all were getting rain. I don't finna say the sunny weather, but shoot, we got
yeah,
sunny weather. It just ain't sunny enough to melt none of that ice.
yeah, it's like it was storming a bit this morning as well. Can you hear me
Ooh-wee.
crystal clear? Because my noise, my background is a bit noisy. I'm at a
Yeah,
little
I can't even
cafe.
I can't even hear your background.
Okay.